Assalamu alaikum friends. I start with the greatest name of Allah, who is most Rahman and most merciful. I am thankful to Sir Amjad Arain who gave me a chance to deliver my presentation on frequency distribution. So before we comes to frequency distribution, we will want to know about frequency. Frequency is basically the number of accuracy of repeating event per unit of time, or it describes the number of waves that passes fixed place in given amount of time. There are two examples of frequency. Number one is high frequency and here is low frequency, and we can show the frequency with symbol of F. Distribution is the process of moving product from its atoms manufacturing to customers, or the action of sharing something out among number of recipients, the way in which something is shared out, or divide products within customers. These were the common terms which we use in our daily life to know about frequency and distribution. Now, frequency distribution. A frequency distribution is a list, table or a graph that displays the frequency of various outcomes in a sample. Each entry in the table contains the frequency or account of the occurrences of values within a particular group or interval. Frequency distribution also describes an overview of all distinct values in some variable and the number of times they occur. That is, a frequency describes distribution tells how frequencies are distributed over values. These are the scores or values, and these are the frequencies that shows how many times the numbers are repeated or same numbers written. Types of frequency distribution. There are two major types of frequency distribution which are given below: relative frequency distribution and cumulative frequency distribution. Relative frequency distribution we can write in percentages of the numbers, and cumulative frequency we can write in the line bar number. Relative frequency distribution, a frequency distribution where each of the class frequencies is divided by the total number of observations. For example, these are the interval class and these are the frequency numbers, and these are examples of a relative frequency. Cumulative frequency distribution. Technically, a cumulative frequency distribution is the sum of the class and all classes below it in a frequency distribution. All that mean you are adding up a value and all the values that come before it. Table of frequency distribution. This is the example for you to know table of frequency distribution. These are the numbers given and these are the frequencies, which shows that how many times the same numbers are repeated, and these are the tally marks which shows frequencies. These are the numbers and these are the tally marks which represents frequencies. Frequency distribution graph. As we discussed above, that frequency we can write in a list or in a graph and in tables. Here is the example of graph for you. Using the example, we will know about distribution by the help of graph. These are the numbers and these are the graphs that shows how much numbers are repeated, and these are the frequencies that shows how many times number are repeated. This is the example of distribution for you to know frequency, and these are the days that shows how many times the number of frequencies repeated: 4, 3, 9, 9 and 7. That number shows, and that number shows us how many times frequencies are repeated. Thank you very much.